A critical design flaw on the Thanos MK47 is the total lack of something for the rodent to grab onto and climb on. How did the engineers at Thanos think the mouse should be able to stick its head up the hole without anything to climb? Had they never seen a rat or mouse and pictured them as miniature giraffes? In a final attempt to make the Thanos work, I cut a strip of steel mesh that should function as a ladder of sorts. Maybe this will prove enough to turn it from a waste of money to a working machine. I attached it with a couple of zip ties. As for the maze, a closer inspection showed that the mice had totally ignored the cheese and only bothered with the chocolate. This tells me that for my next experiment with both the vertical maze and the improved Thanos, I will only use chocolate. To make the maze vertical, I will have to move the entrance to the corner of the frame since there is nothing to climb on from the outside. I will also have to attach a couple of pieces of board on one of the long sides to work as stabilizers, or feet, as it were. I decided to distribute a number of pieces of chocolate throughout the maze to make it both more challenging and more rewarding. One does not appreciate a game that ends too quickly, does one? I positioned the vertical chocolate-loaded maze in the shed in front of the camera. I also substituted the Christmas Edam cheese in the improved Thanos with chocolate. After that, I made an adjustment of the camera angle so that it would capture the whole vertical maze as well as the full frame of the, up until now completely useless, Thanos MK47. While enjoying my early Christmas celebration with my in-laws, my phone suddenly lit up with push notifications at around 19 p.m. Something was clearly taking place in the shed. For a brief moment I thought the mouse had gone straight to my impromptu steel mesh ladder and was heading for a quick one-way trip to mouse heaven. But no, even with a 500% improvement, the Thanos MK47 still seems to suck big time. Here it is worth a reminder, the camera image we see is using infrared light. Mice cannot register that. So the mouse we are watching is navigating its surroundings in complete darkness. It is using its olfactory system and its sensitive whiskers as its primary navigation tools. To get a picture of what it is doing, imagine entering an IKEA store blindfolded in the middle of the night and try to locate the meatballs in the restaurant using only your nose and your mustache. It clearly can smell the chocolate and knows that somewhere around here are valuable carbohydrates and fats up for grabs. Much like walking around in a mall and smell the odor from the local McDonald's or Burger King. But blindfolded. And with no one to ask for directions. I should of course have marked the entrance to the maze with liquid rodent candy, or even chocolate shavings, but it slipped my mind and now it is too late. I will just have to trust in the mouse's ability to find it anyhow, somehow. My faux pas aside, having watched how it explores the completely dark environment in the previous episodes, I am quite confident that it will sort this out without that kind of initial guidance. What did I just say? Of course it did eventually find the entrance to the maze on its own. Will it be able to climb though? We'll just have to wait for the next episode to find out.